Why, hello there. It's been, I don't know how long since I have done any sort of video on this YouTube channel, but I guess this is a I'm back kind of thing. I'm not really sure. Uh, well, my name is Austin. If this is your first video of mine that you're watching, and I don't know what else to say other than just get into what we're doing in this video. So I recently decided to join a league on Assetto Corsa Competition. This is the first race that I have done in this series. They've run, I think, 3 races before with GT4 cars. It's called the Trackilicious Rookie Series. They do streams on Twitch, and this was my first event with them. I have yet to drive a GT4 car in Assetto Corsa Competition since this was my first time. I chose the Porsche Cayman to do my rounds in. I've been on and off sim racing for about probably 6 years now, I think. Originally bought a Logitech G29 to play Gran Turismo Sport on my PlayStation. Bought a little crappy stand from a buddy. Not hating on the stand. It did me well for years, but did that for a while. Got big into Assetto Corsa after I built a PC, and I put some videos of me driving, I think, on Akina downhill in FC RX7, and ended up doing a lot of dirt rally. Also ended up breaking my Logitech G29 pedals while rallying, so that kind of knocked me out for a little while until I got a new set of pedals. But you know, I ran some other little league. Not when I say leagues, I ran like 2 or 3 races. I think I did an endurance race also with somebody. But here we are, GT4 cars. First ever. I'm gonna try to do every single week. We're gonna see how that turns out from here on out. But this was Zolder. I had practiced today, the first of the day of the race. Put laps in for the first time. Made a setup. Oh god. Let's just say this is gonna be a hectic video. So, starting off, we're out here just trying to get the tires warm. These things, you got to do 1 lap, sometimes 2 laps. Honestly, normally sometimes 2 laps just to get the tires up to temp. To be real with you, I don't know what it is about the tires on these cars, but they take forever to heat up. We're gonna jump into my fastest lap of the session right here, around Zolder. And so you're coming down here, 5th gear, just after the 100 board on the left. You're gonna slam down into 3rd, running all the way out here as far as you can get, and then coming over here, turn 2, just before the little white building on the left. You're gonna get on the brakes down to 3rd, back on throttle, swing it all the way out, let it carry, let the speed carry. This is the hardest corner of the track right here, I think. Slam with brakes down to 3rd, kind of let it float for a second before you get back on the gas and use all that outside curb. Use too much, you're going to touch the gravel. And I was really happy the Porsche took those inside curves really well. If you know anything about Zolder, the sausage curves on that chicane are absolutely deadly. The Porsche, it was 50-50 kind of thing. Sometimes it took them well, sometimes it didn't like it at all. Little bobble right there. There's definitely some time still left in this lap, but just put some together. I made a mistake coming up into here. 100 board, slam on the brakes, all the way down to 2nd. I just missed the apex. You can get really far inside on that curve on the inside there, and I just overshot the braking just a little bit. Coming down here, last sequence of chicanes, just about 75 meters just after the 100, hard on the brakes, down to 2nd, rip it back out, swing it wide, and that's a full lap around Zolder. That lap right there would put me, it was a 1:36.915, which would qualify me third, but would end up being second after somebody got disconnected. So, on to the race. One full formation lap, 20 minutes around Zolder. This was actually a 20-minute qualifying session, 10 minutes for two groups. So we had 10 minutes for the odd number cars, and then 10 minutes for the even number cars. And all I can say is you're in for an absolute treat. This first race is something to witness. And I'm so sorry. I didn't think about even making a video until after all the races. So I would have recorded my actual point of view during the race, but unfortunately I forgot to do that. So I got to record all the replays for this one. I promise the next one will be different. So that one's on me. But here we go. Race number 1 of my career in a GT4 car and of Zolder. We're gonna grid up 2x2 and go into and start this race. We're gonna hold about 43 miles per hour to the start finish line, and we're gonna go green. I'm gonna get a pretty okay start. We're gonna stay right on the outside of the Aston Martin. We're gonna hang it around the outside in turn number 1. Run me wide here. I don't know how I feel about it. I was pretty heated at the moment about that move. I'm gonna fall back to third here behind the Ginetta. The Ginetta car, I'll tell you what, that car was crazy on the brakes. That thing, I don't know how that thing brakes so well. Maybe it's because it's so light, but geez, that thing he could just brake like 50 meters after everybody else. It was insane to see. But sitting in third, I'm just gonna try to, if I can get a move on one of these guys, that would be awesome. But as of this point right now, I'm just thinking, let's try to run away with this. Us three, try to pull away from fourth. Try to make it just a 3-car battle for the win. And as you can see, we close right back up on him. The Aston starts to pull away a little bit. He was really rapid. Gonna show the nose right here in this corner to see if we can get him to make a mistake. Nothing crazy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to talk about. What do I talk about here? I have no idea. But I don't want to move my voice and just destroy my voice, or even, I don't know what to talk about, man. I don't want to sound like an idiot over this thing, but here we are. But we're just gonna try to hang with the Ginetta in front of us, and hopefully, at this point, I'm kind of realizing that Aston's trying to pull away a little bit. Maybe I'll back up just a little bit, and we'll kind of try to work together, kind of let him have a little breathing room, let him catch up, and I was trying to just follow him. But man, I couldn't tell you how bad I was shaking during this race, especially afterwards, because we did 2 races. I was, needed some water. It was intense. But jumping ahead right here in the lap. We're gonna come to the last sequence of corners, and I think you pronounce this guy's last name in go. He's gonna run wide a little bit and get a little loose. And I'm gonna get a great run on the front stretch. I'm gonna look to the inside. He's gonna leave it open, and we're gonna go into turn 1 side by side. I'm gonna complete the move. It's really close, unfortunately. I kind of could have pushed a little bit harder out of the corner. Really didn't. Gonna get on the brakes, come in here, and I'm up on 2 wheels. 2 wheels in a league race. What am I doing, man? So we're gonna cut to a video from the broadcast, so you guys can see the announcer's reaction to that.
Foreground, they go side by side. Doyle looking to go through the inside of turn 1, and he gets the move done. We'll see if he can defend it, though. The Ginetta we saw earlier pretty good on the brakes, but Doyle able. Oh my goodness! Up on 2 wheels! Holy crap! That was crazy. Up on 2 wheels, but able to keep the car pointed in the correct direction. Oh my goodness!
I'm gonna go back. I wanna see that from inside. Give me the right cam here, car.
Yeah, a good move on the inside, and then it just seems to just stick it on the inside too much, really riding the curb, just bounces over the sausages. Oh my goodness!
That's epic.
Wow. Yeah, that was crazy.
Amazing job by Doyle keeping it together.
So back here at my POV, absolutely crazy. I don't know how I saved that. I could say I said some crazy words after I did that. But the race goes on. You know, we're only 2 laps in. I got the whole race to go still. I'm gonna see if I can catch up. We're only 3 seconds back after that. I went on 2 wheels, went off track, and I'm only about 2-3 seconds back. So technically, I'm still in this race. I mean, I don't know. I had pretty decent speed during qualifying, so I was feeling confident. And you know, I was hoping guys ahead maybe fight a little bit. Maybe I'd be able to catch up. So jumping ahead here on the lap 9. I'm a second behind now. We're still in this. So this is the best case scenario, right? Here we are. We're in position to fight for possibly a win here with a couple laps to go. But we're gonna get a pretty decent run here. We're gonna try to close this gap some more. Maybe hope they fight one more time when we're back in this game. You know, we're a player. We're gonna come down this back straight into the chicane, the chicane of death, and we're gonna gain big time through here. Huge gain through here. As we're just watching them up ahead, hoping we can just claw our way back up into this fight. The 9-10s, second place, coming out of Sector 1. Sector 2, we're still 9-10s back. Haven't lost any time. We're right there with them still. We're around for lap 10. I want to say 3 laps to go. I want to say we ran 13 laps in 20 minutes. You saw up there, the Ginetta got a little loose coming out of the corner. He got loose a lot coming out of that last corner. It's, not sure what it was, why. But that was, as you can see, Adson really slow out of that corner. Us really fast out of that corner. They're side by side into 2, and this is gonna bring us right up behind the Ginetta. We are looking good now. I'm excited. I can tell you, I'm probably giggling at this point in the actual race. Adson runs into the dirt a little bit. He's gonna be slow. I'm gonna stay tucked behind the Ginetta. We're gonna come out of this chicane. He's gonna get a bad run out of the chicane. I'm gonna look to the outside of this corner, which is gonna become the inside. And we're gonna go in too wide into the chicane. He doesn't give me any room. I was a little passive there, I think. Probably shouldn't have. I gave him a lot of room. Probably shouldn't have given him that much room. Probably should have stayed a lot closer, like how he stayed right up next to me. But I didn't want to ruin both of our races. You know, I already went 2 wheeling and had to claw back. But unfortunately, this is how our race is gonna end. We're gonna finish 3rd. Overall, great drive. I mean, I got pushed off the track, turn 1, into the gravel. Was able to keep it there, keep it in third. I went on 2 wheels and off track, and was able to claw my way back up and finish third. My first race. I don't think that's too bad if you ask me. So here we are, race number 2. Starting same grid for both qualifyings. I think they used to do 2 different. I think they used to do like 2 different qualies or 2 different like a reverse grid for the second one or something. But they changed that because there's a series that runs afterwards, after this, to make sure that starts on time. So starting P2 again. Gonna look to hopefully have a better start this race than we did last race. I think probably could have won the last one if didn't have getting pushed off on the first corner, and probably didn't go 2 wheeling. So same as before, gonna line up about 43 miles an hour and look to get the green flag. Ran a little bit lower fuel for this race also. Noticed I was a little heavy at the end of the first one. And we're going to get a great start compared to first place. We're going to cut over to the inside and we'll protect down into turn number 1. And we're going to grab the lead in the first corner. Go a little bit defensive here in turn 2 just to make sure, because they were lined up next to each other behind me and go. And Aston Martin. We're just going to look to have a good, clean first lap and keep going. Run away with this, hopefully. We're coming to the dash chicane. I'm going to take this curve a little bit too much. We're going to get airborne. A little scary there, can't lie. But just looking to stay clean. Tires still a little bit cold. A little deeper on the brakes through that little section. But we're going to come down through the last sector. And as you can see, we've pulled away. Pulled a little gap to second place. And we're going to lead our first lap in the series. And we're going to look to open this gap up here. Just still trying to keep it on the track, keep it clean. Not trying to do anything stupid right now. I've got the lead. You know, I'm gonna just hopefully stay consistent and try to bring this thing home without any hiccups. We're gonna come back up to the dash chicane here. We're gonna try not to go airborne. Try not to go 2 wheeling either. You can see the gap's growing again. To second place, still pulling ahead. And like I said, just trying to keep everything clean. We're going to cut to the final lap of the race. And that's what I did. I kept it clean through the whole race, minimized errors, and brought her home for her first win. A first and a second, or a first and a third, sorry, not second, in my debut at the Trackilicious GT4 Rookie Series. Feel like it was a good first showing, good first race. Had fun with everybody. Please like, subscribe, and see you guys next week for my round 2.